wipes because we're getting close to the end, and then both healers are like, we want to beat Enraged. Let me cast damage spells. And then like 3 people die to a stack, and it's like,
It's the
how could this have been
Heard of
prevented?
that phenomenon?
it's Dragon King Thornton all over again.
Yeah, this entire tier is like everything is damage checks, so ironically the solution is safety game. Because that way everyone lives and things die.
I call it where's your healer strike now, bitch.
That's my worst, my least favorite part about doing Savage and multis nowadays, is that everyone thinks every single GCD matters. They don't. You living matters more.
Ooh.
So that letting perfect be the enemy of good thing comes in again.
Yeah.
People just want their fucking funny number.
I wonder if you can keep
That was another thing in Rinon's videos where they were saying, like, I've seen people just charge headlong into death because even if they died, it meant they didn't drop that GCD.
Yeah, that's the worst part of the game right now. Is just...
I do some stupid shit in this fight, but I have learned to press 6-sided star. Doing that will make me die.
You've also gotten better at it though.
I have.
We'll just ignore the fact that I forgot to press reprisal for the raid white after thing.
The wind answers my call.
Label is such a good fun.
I love how much Square decided to put with this Savage tier.
Certified banger tier.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Where did that colossal thing come from?
Fly true!
At least you don't gotta move them far.
Not bad. Not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
Not gonna kiss.
Bear my biting wings! Still you stabbed. How delightful! The earth is mine to command. A pack of wolves. Try this!
Oh, these pots dodge wolves.
Please, I want to finish my 2 minute.
Explode.
Explosion.
No.
Almost perfectly timed with the buffs falling off.
More power. Fenrir's unbound might.
Fenrir's
Lost like
unbound.
1 second of Brotherhood and Lit.
Yeah.
Oh
Egads! The ring's been destroyed and they fall
no. What does Egads even mean?
Yeah, it's
It's a reference
Just
to
an
the
M4
popular
too, yeah.
Nintendo character, Professor Egad.
I see.
No matter what becomes of my body,
I still wish he had like a better option instead of this.
They've moved to floating death.
Alright, first up is Quakes.
Coming over, I swear. I just need to burn some OGCDs.
prepare yourself.
Alright, next is Conga.
There's no escape.
Next is Tank Busters. Everyone else self.
Will you be able to stay on your feet?
Alright, everyone self for Hero's Blow.
I will rent all the
We're going left and out. Very out.
It's not max out melee.
Alright, everyone back to your spots. Another Conga.
do not 2 minute.
Already self.
2 GCDs, 2 minutes.
Alright, another quick.
Down. Is this the end?
2 minutes.
Oh no!
Did not
that was
count.
Too much for the challenger.
Healer
Unfortunate.
LB3. Healer LB3.
Moonclaver is on a weird platform.
Yeah, it's the one I'm on. Fuck me. I can't do anything.
Okay.
Yeah, adjust. Barry to go over 1. Oh, this is gonna be messy real fast.
Right device. Yeah, this is just GG.
Goodbye, friends.
Goodbye.
Ow.
I could not move. I was in the healer LB3 animation that entire time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's very important. As soon as Hero's Blow resolves, you start going towards your side because the Congas are very fast.
It's fine. Pain.
What's nice about being melee is I know if it's if it's that fast one, people are late to getting their spots, and I see there's 3, I know I can just go back to the other side. So I can I can react accordingly and kind of keep it clean for other people, but alas, I was not marked that time. Also, my bad on forgetting Faint on the first Quake again. Been on fucking M1 duty for majority of my PT projects, so I don't normally Faint that one.
Oh, those stacks are enumerations. Oh.
Yeah, the stacks are enums. That's why I said it didn't count. Iradian's body was res on the right platform, but like literally 1 second too late, so Iradian was not counted on the stack. You're gonna sack whoever that is? Yourself. Stack's always on the healer, so you'd have to kill yourself.
And I'm pretty sure the AoE for the Sax is the entire platform, so you can't do funny movement shenanigans.
That's why I've been saying on the group 1 stack, we're taking it in like the middle of the platform. You can edge really close to the middle to make sure that no matter what, Ruby and Narumi can reach everybody.
Yeah, people should be doing that. For Quakes, people should be on the inner edge of their platform, just so stuff can reach. Yeah, our side, I think the group 2 side does that.
If people are hanging back, it doesn't matter because, like Shin said, the stack is the entire platform. So long as they're on the same circle as you, they're in the stack.
Yeah, the stack will resolve. It's more for range.
And if people don't move in and they miss a heal from Ruby, they die.
Yep. I want to kill. Kill.
No, you don't. You don't want to kill. You
Yes, I
want to be.
do. Yeah.
You want to be trapped here forever.
No.
Don't kill
I
yet.
want-
We're still progging.
I want it to fucking die.
Welcome
No
to the Twilight.
kill.
This is the Twilight Zone. You'll never kill here. This
Kill
is,
You
your,
want to kill, you want to climb.
this is your boulder. But it's not very boulder shaped, but it's your boulder.
You want to climb. In the rings.
What was that guy's name? The guy with the boulder?
Sisyphus?
Sisyphus.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, you're Sisyphus, and this is your. You're Sisyphus, and this is your boulder.
I am
No.
no. I am Sisyphus and my
Let's
boulders
begin,
again.
shall we?
Yeah, you know
Oh,
what?
we call him.
That's a deep cut reference, man.
I said that week 1 when I spent what 18 hours at least in fucking ads prog.
I remember. I was with you.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, that was rough.
That was pain.
The boulder
And some
has
caster didn't
problems
fucking
fighting
pent another
tight.
gear. Throwing.
All you guys got were
I wonder
DPS
if
that
you
didn't
can keep up.
understand how to do stuff.
And now I'm stuck there with my static.
That fight is gonna destroy statics.
Oh, it already has.
Yeah, it's like
Wow.
week 6 or something. It's done. Like it happened. Any statics it would have killed, it's killed.
Yeah. Well, there's statics that might not be there yet that haven't started
With
yet.
Fenrir's
But if they're still on M5 on this week, they're dying for a different reason.
Yeah, fair.
I know static that I don't know fine.
The wind
Yeah, same.
answers my call.
I moved early. I'm sorry.
I don't think that's gonna work out.
It's probably a good idea to reset that. Yeah. Yeah, Andre, you can pretty much just, like, vibe. Like, if we get it first, we can basically just kind of sit there until the AoEs go off. Because there's enough time to move after they go off.
I'm in a static that's been going since week 1, and it's week 4, and we still have not killed Dancing Green. I don't think I'm in that static anymore.
You gotta remember there are the hyper casual statics that
Yeah, that basically like mine that basically don't give a shit.
Yeah, actually, the people that I don't really talk to, who I was in static with last year, I think they're still missing people. So there's, I don't even know if they've been in a fight actually.
what? No, are you talking about Amy's static?
Yeah.
No, they've been into 5.
Oh.
They haven't made it past 5, but they've made it. They've been in 5.
I feel like I couldn't do that just because I would. It depends how many hours you're devoting to it per week, but if I was devoting that many hours towards something for week after week after week and I was not seeing any results, I think it would just kill a part of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were basically having issues with. They lost 2 members like super quickly, and they just lost their tank. So they basically tried to rebuild their static from the ground up.
I wonder if you
Twice.
can keep up.
You wonder why?
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
They lost a lot of. It was more just people just didn't want to really be playing. Some people just didn't want to raid, and one person just was not doing good. It was like really bad. Basically, the whole story.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm.
You know, it's something I'm still surprised about that Hector hasn't put a guide out for this fight yet.
The wind answers my call.
Hector cleared this fight yet?
Yes. Technical clear. Technical clear.
Okay.
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger. They're back on their feet. Let's see if they can stay standing.
I don't think Hector's in a rush anymore because the video doesn't matter. PF has already decided how they're going to do it, and the video is not going to get more people into the fight, and it's probably not going to result in a large amount of views from him because I don't think most Hector viewers watch his videos because they're like insanely well put together productions. Like, I'll watch a June Bob video for a fight I've already cleared because the way he presents the information is super fucking cool. A Hector video would not do that for me.
Yeah, I had to figure out what the Hector strats were for recollection because we cleared before his video came out.
Surprising ways.
So I just like didn't watch it. Yeah, the EX.
Oh, yeah, so.
Fly true.
I think we also cleared 6 before he did, before the video came out.
We did, yes.
Well, his guide for 6 came out super late because he was waiting to see what the Premiere ads strategy was going to be.
You have to correct that anyways.
Yeah.
Not bad. Not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
And then 7 was also similarly a bit off because he was waiting to find a good seeds strat, and I respect delaying the video for both of those reasons. Oh, Wolf of Stone, kind of healthy.
Bear my biting wings.
Everyone put all their damage into Wolf of Wind.
How delightful. The earth is mine to command. A pack of wolves.
There we go.
Try this.
Oh, we lost to 1. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
No, I will not lose. I need more
Really
power.
unfortunate.
Fenrir's unbound might.
So we do want to kill him before the last one. It's good to know.
I mean, I didn't faint because I was trying to kill the boss.
Yeah.
Egads, the rings be destroyed.
I also
and
wasn't
it
expecting
won't
us to need it.
Yeah, I was like, you know, I was thinking like we have to pump damage to kill him, but also my feint is on the Hawthorn, so I couldn't do anything anyway.
Alright, well, with the live people, go to your sides.
How will they fight with so little room?
Now I fight with everything.
I will remember to paint this one.
Yourself.
Now we're
Oh, goodbye.
Healer LB! Oh, I got autoed.
Conga?
There's no escape.
Yeah, there we go. Alright, everyone except Hank South. Queen Bait.
Will you be able to stay on your feet?
Alright, everyone south for Hero's Blow.
I will rent all.
Going right and out. Alright, everyone to your spots. Conga. Next is Quake and Twos. Next is everyone south. Betting Moon Kliva.
You'll have no
Alright, everyone to your spots.
Twice gonna
The party is on Bear's side.
Ooh, that was one extra weave.
Right, everyone to your partner spots. And do your twofolds.
Dodge this if you can. The power of wind.
Heather started on Zavai's side.
Take this.
Bring it to me, Encore. Thank you.
So do I stay here or do I move back?
You move back.
Okay.
You move back and you're baiting now. You're baiting now, Encore. You're baiting.
The challenger's down. This
Now,
is
Narmi
the
and I are baiting. And that's full mechanic. We're going back south.
Yep, take teleports back south. This is going to be champion circuit. I will try to call out the mechanics as we go.
You cannot escape.
Starting with in. Watch the lasers in the back. In left. Next is donut, right. Next is sides, left. Next is in, left. Next is out, right. That's champion circuit. Everyone to your sides. Quake is next. Fuse again.
This is a 2-minute.
Alright, next is
I know.
Tonga. Next is everyone south except tanks. Twin bite. After this twin bite, DPS go to the right. Healers go to your spots. Tanks go to your spots. I don't know the rest.
Twice, come over to me.
Back at you.
Your green
this
DPS
is-
are moving to you.
Yep. This is Lone
Blue
Wolf.
tank DPS stands still. Blue healer DPS move to the right.
Blue tank has to move one.
Device, I'll just come to you if I need to. Don't move. I'm getting autoed. Why? Oh, bear died.
Bear died. Irradian moved.
The challenger rises again.
And then there's a hero's blow. You just resolve it wherever you're standing.
It's fine, Irradian.
And then it's Ultraviolent 4, and then it's Enrage.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's
Guaranteed someone. If we were to resolve that hero's blow completely correctly, guaranteed somebody has to move. But like I said earlier, if you don't know where you should be going, don't even worry about it and just dodge the in or out instead.
yeah, it's fine. It's fine, Irradian.
So the green tether doesn't snap if it's if you're across the platforms like that.
No, green is.
Yeah, if we stand the way we stood, it's fine. Ordinarily, the tank should scoot over to the DPS, but since you took so long to move, I decided to just use that strategy instead because I didn't want us to get teleporter locked.
Yeah.
Wait, on what thing, Norumi? The champion circuit call out?
I like Tobias resolving it all on the platform next to us.
Yeah.
But yeah, blue tether moves right one. Tank green tether moves left one. Tobias.
Yeah, let me-
And then you just look at, and then you just. I think we're just looking to see if that where we moved is a 2 or a 1. If it's a 2, you have to move back to where we started.
No, the 2 can spawn on either platform. You just...
So
You just adjust.
the tank. Yeah, no, but the green tank always moves 1 over, stays there, checks to see if it's a 1 or a 2, and then adjusts if it's a 1 or a 2.
Okay, I see what you mean. I thought you meant, like, there's a, like, they would always have to, like, move back or something like that. I see
No,
what
they
you mean now.
can move back. It's, but you
Yeah.
all the greens group up on that one tile. Yeah. Radiant, you had the pattern where you didn't have to move.
Yeah, you got the godlike pattern for the caster where you stand dead still.
But hey, that's the second. We're getting there. progress.
Yeah, we saw Lone Wolf. It's quite literally Lone Wolf, Heroes Blow, Ultraviolet 4, Enrage. Like that's literally the rest of the fight from that point.
Yeah, we only have we only have 5 slides left of the raid plan to go.
Let's go.
What percent was the boss at?
High.
40-ish.
I can pull up the.
I was
in my
watching
login.
40-ish. Not exactly
don't
sure
know.
what 40.
I mean, it was high because we both didn't use the melee LB and we used the
45.
healer LB.
45 is not as awful as you think it is. At the end of the Lone Wolf cast, he should be around 40%.
That's not too bad.
So with the amount of panic and using the healer LB and all the other shenanigans that went down, our first 2 minutes getting completely nerfed because we all died and lost all the resources, that's still not super bad.
Yeah, like we were still pretty alright on damage.
Yeah.
Also, Shin, I noticed we both fainted Quake 2. Should I move mine somewhere else then?
What we can do is I can feint that one. You can feint the first tower of the enrage sequence, then I can feint the last one.
Okay. So I just sit on it for most of the phase.
Yeah, I mean there's enough time, I think, between there's enough time between that Quake and the enrage sequence to where we'll both have them up anyway.
Oh
So
yeah,
I think
there's lots of time. And if
Yeah.
one of you is fainting the last stack, you can even throw in another one at just wherever the fuck you feel like it.
Yeah. So
Ultraviolet 4 might work.
yeah, I could eh.
He was 45. Okay, so we were like I said, at the end of the Lone Wolf cast, we wanted to be at 40. So considering people probably fucked up their entire rotation the moment we got out of Champion Circuit, and we didn't DPS LB, and we had the healer LB at the start wiping all our resources, like we're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, Anker, you go ahead and feint that Quake, and I'll do Ultraviolet 4.
Okay, so I'll just get
And
both Quakes.
yeah, you can get both the Quakes. I'll get the very first one. I'll get the very first one. I think I will have enough time for it to be up for the tank cleave, and then I can hit Ultraviolet 4.
Yeah, okay. So I get
Yeah.
Quake 1, 3, you get 2, and then, yeah.
No, I would get Quake 1.
Oh, right, yeah, you're already getting 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would get 1, you get 2, 3,
Yeah.
because they're definitely far enough apart.
And then I get whichever tower... yeah, whichever tower in the enrage sequence is up for.
Yeah, you would get the first enrage tower.
Mhm.
Because mine will be on cooldown from doing Ultraviolet 4. But yeah, that is quite literally P2 prog in a nutshell. You'll hit twofold, you'll wipe the twofold a bit, and then you'll get to like Lone Wolf. You'll just kind of fly through stuff.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
This fight, that phase feels easy.
That's what I've heard from other people too. It's like you go 90-60 enrage basically.
Yeah, that's how mine was. It was like
90-60
90-60.
30 enrage.
Yeah.
Was that the pull where Bear died during twofold? Or did we do twofold completely clean?
No, we lost a Radiant, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think it was the Ruby and Radiant and Buddy stack for the tether. We just got lucky, but it snapped to a Radiant. To Radiant, it's snapped to Shen.
Yeah, the tether snapped to us at the very end, so we got lucky.
I knew somebody died, and I couldn't remember if that was the pull where like Bear died and I started taking autos, or if that was the like they're blending.
No, we got very well. I took autos at the very end during Lone Wolf.
That was it. That's where I was thinking.
Yeah, because. Pain. But also, I nearly died to autos there, as I was scared.
Yeah, so it was that on top of all the other reasons for the boss being kind of high. Our Pictomancer died.
Yeah.
I think we're perfectly fine on damage.
Yeah.
Like I think we'll be able to just fucking.
Seeing 45
Yeah.
with how scuffed
If you
that
have to
was-
eat a damage down, eat a damage down, because so long as nobody eats dirt, it is completely fine.
I should also mention that pull I used my pot in P1 because we had the damage shenanigans. So like I didn't have my second pot in P2. Like we were missing a lot of damage, and even still,
I,
Yeah,
with
we had
everything
two
that
people
happened.
die.
we're supposed to. We're
Wait.
putting the 1 minute at the very 1 minute at the
Yeah,
very start, right?
Yep, you pot the 1 minute.
Yeah, you can pot the moment you hit the ground.
Yep.
Because I don't know about you, but I entered that phase with 100 battery and all of my cooldowns other than my 2 minutes up. There
Yeah,
would be
it-
no other time for me to do a non-2 minute pot than the moment we touch the ground.
Yeah, it works out for me to where I have my 1 minute self buff and my Gear Skogul / Stardiver / Nastrand, everything.
Narumi, I'm not sure you would get another. I think if we pot the 1 minute, we get an additional pot in that phase. If we don't pot it, we don't.
I understand
Yeah,
that, but
you-
I'm moving and healing, so I'm not getting any damage from the pot anyway,
Yeah.
so it makes no
Never-
sense.
Yeah, Narumi will also probably be safety gaming during the
Yeah,
last
I'm
minute
also
of
going to be
that
healing at
anyway,
the end, so
Yeah,
trust me,
I-
as a
Yeah.
healer, I've got this under control.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, that's fair. It does make sense. Well,
I know it does. That's why I
Yeah.
said it.
Well,
Yeah, the potting thing is
So-
mostly a DPS thing.
funnily enough, you might just want to push your pot all the way to the enrage sequence then.
I'm going to be healing. What did you
Yeah,
not
she's
hear
going.
about
no,
that?
no, if you push it all the way to the enrage sequence during one of the tank involves.
No, because then we're moving, Bear. I'm a caster.
We're not moving much.
It
Yeah, we're
doesn't matter.
moving-
I'm still not gonna worry about it. I'll do what's best for me as a healer, and you do what's best for you as a tank. How about that?
I will try to remember to press the pop button.
Bad window.
My PF exploded.
What do we do?
Don't make me pull out the obnoxious macro. I will.
Do it, Shin. Do it. I dare.
I'm not
you.
gonna. I'm not gonna do it now because we're about to pull. But
Let's begin.
I want
shall
the
we?
mini eyes. I haven't seen that one in a while.
The challenger defeated.
Red and blue exchange the rope.
I'm not at the mechanic yet.
Device is gone.
He is gone.
I wonder if you can keep
Oh!
up.
Where'd he go? Oh, there he is.
There's a pack of you.
There he is.
I saw him teleport away. I'm like, oh, lost him.
Yeah, I saw you fall over. I looked at Tobias and he had a red circle next to his name.
Yep.
I was like, oh, we're dead.
I told you. I have that macro titled obnoxious with a big warning sign on it.
Nice.
Oh god,
Yes,
I
have a-
recognize.
yes,
I
have a single
recognize.
target Noton macro.
I recognize exactly what that macro is for, Chaika, and I hate it.
Yeah.
I also have this one
12.
for steering light.
12 trauma.
Fucking P12, P2,
Yeah.
caloric shit. Or not caloric, the geometry.
God. Yeah, that mechanic.
Yeah, classical theory too.
Yeah. At least it wasn't caloric concepts.
That's in the ultimate, smile.
No,
Yeah,
caloric
that
theory.
will be in
Sorry,
the
caloric
ultimate.
theory. But we'll get caloric concepts.
I was a big fan of Man and Ball Ugly. Do not see.
All hail Kyle. You good, Tobias? Oh no, we'll get a classical chloric. That's what we'll get. My window wasn't big enough to see what that was meant to be, so I had to expand it to see.
Yeah, it's a bunch of muscular cats.
The only other macro I have is Super Red Mage, which is a limit break macro.
Oh, I have that one too.
You also have Super Red Mage?
No, I've got for flashbang.
Oh, I've got.
Oh my god.
Fucking Super Saiyan Red Mage.
And it's timed so it goes with the
Yeah.
LB animation.
That's so funny.
Oh, that reminds me of a fucking in Black Desert Online before they did a bunch of changes. Enhancing stuff was like super RNG and very expensive in the game. So what people would do, because it was so fucking hard to enhance stuff at a certain level to like upgrade it, people would do all the superstition stuff. And one of those superstitions was if you had like this techno remix of the Super Saiyan 2 scene up and playing when you did your enhancement, because it had like a bar filling up animation, like this really dramatic thing. So you could time it to where the bar would fill up with Goku yelling, and like it was perfect. Let me see if I can find it.
I see you got the jumping corpse. I'm
Yep.
still missing slash what is it? It's like slash malevolence.
Oh, you can use tome scroll. Any looping emote works. And if you have the tombstone emote, the tome scroll now comes with it.
Yeah, I found I just had to type in BDO Super Saiyan enhancement, and that it immediately came up.
Then what the fuck?
There you go.
I wish using slash visage on a target didn't turn you.
I
Or
know,
yeah.
right? I wish
Away
it turned
from
you like
target.
I wish it turned you away from them.
Yeah, exactly.
Just how are you gonna take a selfie?
Yeah, it's like
Turn
I'm
to
not
face
gonna.
them. That's dumb.
Yeah, I'm not gonna like face someone and then take a selfie of myself.
There we go. Play log message. Because then if I use it on a target, yeah, instead of capturing my visage with them, I capture my visage before them. Which no, I would want it to
Yeah.
be
Like I want to take a selfie with people.
which is funny because we are not taking a selfie. We are looking at a blank image.
That's true.
If they had put in the effort on this emote to actually make that little phone
To
like
make a virtual
reflect,
camera,
yeah, that would have been insane.
that'd be awesome. That would also tank people's frames. So
Yeah, and
I kind of get it.
I'm just imagining someone using like Mare and having one of those like zip bomb monstrosities that uses like
Oh,
8
yeah.
million gajillion triangles. They use slash visage and it just shows who they really are in the phone.
It'd be really nice if it used your like instant portrait. You know,
That'd be
whichever one you
funny.
have set up, if it just put that on the phone.
That's what triangles are for. I got chibi triangle terrorism. Thank God. I've heard horror stories of people who have Mare on, they enter an instance and their game just crashes.
All right, I have these two macros for when I'm playing on JP. They're just really fast, so I don't have to fucking type that every time.
Yoroshiku onegai shimasu.
Yeah, yoroshiku onegaishimasu. Otsukaresama deshita. Those are the polite entry and exit messages for Japan. That is one thing I do like about playing on an A. I can just type the circle slash for a wave and then a GG. Like it's 1,000 fucking keystrokes simpler.
You know, wow, they didn't know that. They looked
got this one.
they looked at me funny when I typed 07.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, wow, they suck at
People in
that
WoW
stuff.
are gonna be like, "Who the fuck are you? What are you doing?"
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I was like, what do you mean by 7? And I'm like, okay, how do I explain
Yeah,
this?
I learned how to use 07 when I was playing Elite Dangerous all the time. And then like
I mean-
I started playing this game and it's like, oh, people do it here too. That's nice.
Yeah.
Someone just rigged a lottery and made $70 million doing it.
What?
So, Texas had a lottery that had $95 million prize. Each ticket sold for $1. So if you spent $25.8 million, you could to buy every single possible combination. You had a 90% chance of being the sole winner and getting all the money, which
Hang on.
netted them $70 million profit.
That's really silly.
My dog's outside. Let me call it in real quick.
Yeah. So
So someone did that? They spent $25 million on lottery tickets?
and won the Texas lottery.
About that? Isn't there a movie about that starring the guy from Breaking Bad?
Oh no, that's a different story. That's a different situation.
I wish I had $25 million to.
No,
to
it was
the
a
lottery
group
with.
of people that did it.
I wish my friends had $25 million we could pool.
It was a
That's still an absurd amount of money.
Yeah, no, but no, the whole thing was that whole thing was basically people figured out that you could, for another lottery, they had days where prizes were better or something. It was a gimmick to try to drive in more stuff. And essentially what they figured out was if you just bought a lot of tickets, you would on average you would never win the prize, but you would just on average win enough of the small prizes to profit.
Yeah, the only way to resolve that, because the lotto companies don't care. They don't give a shit who they're paying out.
Yeah.
But the only way to resolve that would be if they had a hard cap on how many people, like how many tickets an individual could buy, which they don't want to happen, because you need to do something like buy literally millions of tickets in order for that strategy to even be feasible.
Yeah.
Never mind like work, like for it to even be considerable, your increase, you would have to spend over $1 million. Because if you buy like $1,000 worth of tickets, you still have a less than 1% chance of winning.
Yeah. That was the big deal of that one group of people who did it in another state where they didn't have to buy millions of dollars worth of tickets
Let's begin,
because of how
shall
the
we?
lottery was set up. This one was just a complete big numbers game.
My grandparents, for Christmas, they always, for fun, they get my sister and I a, like one of those scratch-off lottery things. And they've been doing this since I was like a young child. Like, probably over 15 years at this point. And I'm pretty sure the only time I have ever gone positive on one of those tickets was last Christmas. They have always been either rewards so small it doesn't pay off the ticket, or nothing.
And that's why you don't gamble, friends.
With Fenrir's
Unless
might,
you can
I
count
rouse
cards,
the storm.
don't gamble.
The
Yeah,
wind
don't gamble,
answers
cheat.
my call.
Well, counting cards
True.
isn't cheating because it's legally protected in like every state.
Oh no, I'm saying cheat. Like, hardcore.
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger. They're back on their feet. Let's see if they can stay standing.
I once again did not have enough space.
I moved as fast as I could. Maybe I lied or something. I don't know.
We should consider whether or not we want the LB later.
We'll probably also just set them off at the end.
That must have hurt. but they're not out of the
I'm gonna send my pot.
Problem was I didn't pot the opener.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Fly true!
We're still on track for now.
Not bad. Not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
Device is DC'd. And
Again?
Device is back.
Oh, he's there.
You're good for a bit. Ow. I see.
Oh wow, this is very useful. I forget, is there like a spoiler channel in this Discord for stuff?
I don't think so.
Depends on what.
Unless it's behind a roll that I don't have.
And I'll put this in general and warn about potential spoilers.
I don't think we have the server has a spoiler rule. On 14 at least.
Oh yeah, you have to get the role in the from the channel categories thing.
I like the name of the document.
12 operations to begin assigning giant metal pipes and trail when you. It's not fucking.
It's good. Oh, that's funny.
Oh come on, is my PF really getting delayed because of the what is Moon Gamba? Somebody who crafts, help me out here.
What do you mean, what is Moon
you,
Gomble?
You do shit on the moon, and then you can gamble. You get credits to go gambling. Is quite literally Moon Gamba.
Why is my PF getting delayed because of that?
Yeah, I don't think this contains spoilers for like the
Let's begin, shall we?
actual development of the moon.
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own land?
It should be fine, but I included the warning anyways.
So when are we gonna have houses on the moon?
Also,
I'm hoping that
Device-
that's what this all leads into.
So, Device, you don't have clothes on. You have a cloth on. You have one.
I wonder if you can keep up.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse
The
a storm.
underclocking attack? What's going on?
Okay, fair enough.
The communists are attacking.
The wind answers my call.
Must have heard, but they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Fly true!
Well, that feels hurt.
Not bad, not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
Okay, but you gotta appreciate Tobias's death there, because I'm pretty sure if he didn't, it would have killed Army.
That's true.
That was a hero's death.
That's got a long enrage, Gaspar. It's appreciated.
Bear my biting wings!
Taking longer to kill the ad just punishes you in the end. If you kill, like, before that cast bar gets to, I want to say, like, halfway or so, then he does the secondary raid wide at the end. But if you let that enrage cast on the ad go all the way, he does not do that second raid wide, and he just ends the fight earlier.
Earth is mine to command. A pack of wolves!
Oh, we're cooked probably. Yeah.
They're back on their feet. Let's see if they can stay standing.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Wonder if you can keep up.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse the storm. The wind answers my call.
The challenger's down! Is this the end? The challenger rises again! Can they turn this around? Must have heard, but they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Fly true! Not bad, not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
Okay, I know I mentioned the enrage thing. We don't have to kill it that early.
Bear my fighting wings!
Sorry, I got scared.
Still you stand. How delightful! The earth is mine to command! A pack of wolves! Try this.
Straight across.
I do that.
Yeah, this fucker.
Oh no! That was too much for the challenger!
Conqueror didn't line up right, so he got hit by the cone coming across, and that killed him. And then his spread got
redirected
reassigned to
immediately.
your stack.
Yeah.
Hate not having that C marker. It's actually super grief.
The markers don't help the melee.
The markers are how I line myself up to know that I'm not getting cleaved.
I was just like here instead of here. Like
Yeah.
it was a very small
The markers,
positioning error.
The markers don't help the melees because the melees line themselves based off of the arrows on
Because
the
I
buff.
yeah, because I rotated off the wrong clone and got hit there, and then
Oh, you thought the fourth
I
clone-
spiraled out of control, I guess.
Put it back, not having it fucks me up too. I'm so
Let's
glad I'm not
begin,
alone.
Shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
I wonder if you can keep up.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm. The wind answers my call.
That must have hurt. But they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Fly true!
Yo, nice smudge.
Saw that.
Team in.
Shin's just learning. I know.
Not bad. Not
Radiant
bad.
from Shin.
But we've scarcely begun.
Smile.
the hell did y'all do to the Wolf Wind? What the fuck? Someone has changed how they do ad phase.
Oh, I think you just had double melee on one of them.
Bear my biting wings! Still you stand. How delightful! The earth is mine to command! A pack of wolves!
I'm lagging out of the game.
Yep. Oh god. Oh, bye bear.
Oh, so it was everybody.
What the fuck? Oh my god. There is shit happening everywhere and I don't know what's going on.
I'm glad that was everybody.
Oh,
What
that's
the
a
fuck
fucking
was
mess.
that?
That was your instance. Mine is fine.
I didn't have any lag either.
I'm just gonna
No,
stand
I
here.
was straight frozen. For a while.
I did my spread. I went north to wait for the stack, and then the whole game just shut down for a couple seconds.
We love Final
That
Fantasy
stack went off
14.
and then everything was just frozen.
Okay, I gotta see the replay of just.
Yeah, I think I just recorded it.
I have a been streaming just for
That was wild.
memes. And Narumi, you resolved the heads completely perfectly.
I was going off of like muscle memory timing,
Yeah.
hoping I would make it to the
You do the first one properly. Yeah. You resolved that perfectly.
It's
That's
almost like she knows how to play in
terrifying.
lag.
I think there's a difference between playing in lag and playing when you can't see the game anymore.
It was frozen.
The blindfold run of Howling Blade was going awesome.
Does someone have this? Do you have the clip of your POV?
Yeah, hang on, let me see if I can get
I can
that.
get you the clip of my POV of how you did it if you want.
Because not only did that happen, but then right after with the green heads, you and I both had AOE markers on us, and I thought we were gonna die. That's why I said, "Oh, I guess we're gonna die, Bear." Like, because on my screen we had markers. That was wild.
Here.
That was a good smudge.
I think this clip is. Do I have a? Yeah, I got the clip. I think. No, that's not the clip. That's my stream.
That's the whole thing.
Yeah, let me delete this and let me actually try to get the clip. Like here to here, I think. There we go. Yeah, I got the clip. If you want to see the POV of your end of how it looked on my end, Narumi.
Not my cat sticking his mouth under the door and yelling.
Yelling on the other side of the door isn't enough.
You must yell beneath the door.
Mm.
And if he tries hard enough, he might just work his way through the whole door like that.
That was a pull of all time.
A pull.
Yeah.
A singular pull.
But hey, we have made prog tonight.
I wish you guys could get more proc in.
What?
It's been a lot of standing
We
around.
can really control the. I don't think we can really control the latency there.
I
Honestly.
know. I'm just annoyed that things keep happening that are causing us to have to stand around or wipe.
It's what it is. It's not. We can't do anything about it.
I know. I'm annoyed.
Hey, we'll get it. If we can't get it tonight, we'll get it tomorrow.
Hey, annoyed, I'm breaking.
Okay.
Sorry, I was trying to lighten the mood.
But yeah, no, Ruby, you slideshowing and still resolving it successfully is amazing.
Yeah.
Let's begin,
later.
shall we?
SMH, where was the food check?
Defeat the wolf in his own lair.
There!
I just want to reset it.
I wonder if you can keep
That
up.
would let me food.
I'm sorry. I'm stowing in my frustration. I'll stop.
That's fine.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Happening again. Guys, it's better. It's fine.
I wonder if you can keep up.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him. Oh dear, the challenger's pulled out 3.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm. The wind answers my call.
Must have heard, but they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Fly true! Not bad. Not bad. But we've scarcely begun. Bear my biting wings! Still you stand. How delightful! The earth is mine to command! Pack of wolves!
Get a pot at the end.
Try this!
Stay. Stay. Heads. Stone Fang. Cardinals. One LB. Thank you.
No, I will not lose. I need more power. Fenrir's unbound might!
Shin, are you still doing phase 2?
Yep.
Okay, I just saw you muted.
Yeah, I mute during phase 1 because I have no reason to speak.
Because you're locked in, I get it.
Well, yeah, I don't want to fucking throw. No, Ruby, I hate not having this boss dead. That's what I hate.
Defeat is not an option.
Alright, go to your platforms. Versus Quake.
How will they fight with so little room?
I'm fainting this. I remembered.
Everything I have. Prepare yourself.
Alright, next Conga.
There's no escape.
Next is Tank Busters. Everyone else south.
Will you be able to stay on your feet?
Alright, everyone south for Hero's Blow. Going right and in. After this, go to your spots. Tonga. And then next will be Quake on your platforms. And your twos. Alright, next everyone south from Mooncleaver. Alright, to your spots. Mark is on Bear. Everyone to northeast. Alright, get your 2-fold spots. Partners.
Dodge this if you can. The power of wind.
Heather started on Bear. Yep, the guys on core bait. It's over.
Just down. Is this the end? They're back on their feet. Let's see if they can stay standing.
So, Iradian, in that case where we get the tether, I will bring it to you. Don't come over. Because the timing is way too tight and the teleporter cooldown is too much of a limitation. You just chill on your platform. I will bring it over and I'll just chill there until my cooldown finishes, then I go back to my platform. The only time you come over is if you get the tether first.
Tether had at least bounced to Narumi and I. May have been possible.
Let's begin, shall we?
And rage.
I wonder if you can keep up.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him. Oh dear, the challenger's fallen out of the ring.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse the storm. The wind answers my call.
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger. They're back on their feet. Let's see if they can stay standing. That must have hurt. But they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Fly true! Not bad, not bad, but we've scarcely begun. Bear my biting wings! Still you stand. How delightful! The earth is mine to command! A pack of wolves!
I don't know where Ruby stack is going to go. Oh, on Ruby.
The challenger rises again! Can they turn this around?
No, the flex looked clean. I think like 4 people ate the wolf heads after.
Yeah, I got distracted by the flex and people dying.
The flex absolutely worked. It was the communal, like everybody's brain blue screening.
Let's begin, shall we?
The only reason I didn't eat the wolf head is because it didn't spawn in front of me, because I was just a deer in fucking headlights.
I wonder if you can keep up.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm. The wind answers my call. can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Fly true! Not bad, not bad, but we've scarcely begun. Bear my biting wings! Still you stand. How delightful! The earth is mine to command! A pack of wolves! Try this!
Oh no! That was too much for the Challenger! The Challenger rises again! Can they turn this around?
Tank privilege SMH.
No.
What?
Some of those patterns are a real pain in the ass to do. I have to go across the arena and then analyze what angle it is.
What do you mean tank
I was-
SMH?
Tobias ate the bit and the stone fang.
Oh.
Egads! The rings be destroyed and they've fallen below!
He got away with only a damage down.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Teehee tank moment.
No matter what becomes of my body, defeat is
Alright.
not an option.
Versus Quake, get to your spots.
They moved to floating death traps. How will they fight with so little room?
I'm coming over, I
Now
swear. Just
fight with everything I have. Prepare yourself.
Next will be Conga.
There's no escape.
Alright, next is Tank Busters. Everyone else south.
Will you be able to stay on your feet?
Alright, everyone south. Heroes below.
I will rent all.
We are going left and out. And immediately go to your spots for Conga. Next is Quake.
The
Up your
challenger's
sides.
down. Is this the end?
And choose.
whoever gets rubies has to sack. Oh, and well, actually, we're fucked now. No matter what, we're all gonna die. Yep. Thanks, grab aggro back immediately.
You'll have no
Mooncleaver is in a weird spot. Adjust.
I can see Ruby got rezzed. Actually, I ran off one.
I have the marker.
One of you has a tank buster.
Yeah. That went to shit real fast.
If at least somebody in group 2 had gotten this stack, it could have been just like a sack and we keep going kind of moment. I got healer LB'd on a teleporter, so I was just stuck going back and forth.
You've been sentenced to limbo. Oh, we have enough time for one more pull. Get rotated, idiot.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
I wonder if you can keep up.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm. The wind answers my call.
The challenger's down! Is this the end? They're back on their feet. Let's see if they can stay standing.
Is that a 1?
We still have enough time for one more pull. That wasn't really enough fight.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
wonder if you can keep up.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm. The wind answers my call.
The challenger's down! Is this the end? They're back on their feet. Let's see if they can stay standing. That must have hurt. But they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Fly true! Not bad, not bad. But we've scarcely begun. Bear my biting wings! Still you stand. How delightful! The earth is mine to command! A pack of wolves! Try this!
Anti-cards.
For an LB.
Yeah.
No, I will not lose. I need more power. Fenrir's unbound might!
Egads! The ring's been destroyed and they've fallen below!
No matter what becomes of my body,
Alrighty. First thing is Wicks. Get to your spots.
They've moved to floating death traps! How will they fight with so little room?
now I fight with everything I have. Prepare yourself.
Next is Tonga's.
There's no escape.
Next is Tank Busters. Everyone else south.
Will you be able to stay on your feet?
Right, everyone south for Heroes Blow.
I will rent.
We're going right and in. Remember, after this, immediately go to your spots for Congos. Right, next is Quake and Twos. Alright. Everyone south for Mooncleaver.
You'll have
Alright, head out to your spots. Markers on Bear side, northeast. Alright, get your 2 fold spots.
dodge this if you can.
And get ready for 2-fold. Remember your order.
The power of wind.
Tether started on Bear side. Shin will bring Tether. Army and I baiting. Shin brings Tether. Encore and Tobias baiting. Iradian brings Tether. Shin and Bear baiting. I'm bringing Tether. The last people baiting. You know who you are. I can't remember names.
Alright, everyone south once the teleporters
Someone's
are back.
taking autos. I think it's Encore.
Everyone south. Everyone south for Champion's Gauntlet.
You cannot escape from the wolf.
Donut starting. Donut left.
Bias over, by the way.
Next is sides, right. Next is in, left. Next is out, left. Next is in, right. Alright, hit your sides. Next is Quake and Juice.
Bear's just got a sack.
Oh, I need to take it off the platform.
The challenger rises again!
Next
Can
is
you turn this
Conga.
around?
And it would be Tank Buster.
And Tobias, we're gonna die. We're dying together.
What your fault was must have been.
Yeah. Well, we reconvene tomorrow.
Yep.